I would like to
Can
call
I?
Ashwati R, ma'am. Yeah, she is a signing
Yes,
committee member. You can proceed, ma'am.
yes. We have already completed our 50 days Baba English class. So I would like to call one person.
Yes, excuse me, ma'am. Before having the experience sharing, can we have interaction with our guest? So you can have an interaction section. Yes, ma'am.
So I would like to know, like, from what background. It's not experience sharing, but I would like to know why you joined for this course. Maybe one or two can say why you joined for this course, because it is a challenge. There are like regular students pursuing like competitive syllabuses, but you have chosen a challenging path to motivate and encourage those students who who have the who have some difficulty in going through those competitive and regular courses. So maybe one or two can share why they have joined this course.
Hi, Adira, ma'am. It's
Hi.
very nice to meet you, ma'am. My name is Arya,
Okay.
and I would like to share my thought why I joined this course because I had a hectic work experience before, and I was not satisfied in that work, ma'am. And teaching was also my passion. So I would like to expand that in my career as a profession, but I didn't know what and where to start. Then only I got to know about the NCDC course, and I thought it's the best platform that I can perform my talents. I can showcase my whatever talents is hidden in me. I can showcase, and I believe, and also teaching the small kids actually, I believe that it is the best thing. So from the childhood, we can mold them at our maximum. So that is my reason to join this course, ma'am, and I believe that I did right.
Uh, yeah, that is a very valid, I mean, point, because most of the time, especially in this new era, we are all driven by stick at our workplaces. So we have a target to achieve, or we have a time set up for our work. All this gives us pressure, and it doesn't bring out the creativity and innovation in us. So that is one of the reasons, like, why there are so many people who are opting out of all this, what you say, the rigid system of work pattern. So they are doing startups, and there are people who are freelancing. There are people who go for organizations which can bring out their talents and skills, as you said. So that is a good reason. Actually, the when we are at peace, when we are at ease, and we can bring out the more in us, and also we will impart the peacefulness and that whatever we want to in a very calm to the children. And what children need is calmness, patience for their growth. So one anything else?
Hi, ma'am. This is Deepa, ma'am. I want to share why I have joined this course. Um, I have a gap, 10 years gap after my work experience. So I don't know how to teach, speak with my children also. That's why I I don't know to how to teach my son also. I am shouting at him. That's at least my daughter. I thought to mold her. I have joined this course, ma'am.
Okay. So which language are you well versed with? Which language are you well versed with?
uh,
What language do you speak?
yeah, I'm speaking Telugu with my kids, ma'am.
Okay, okay. So, that is another thing. Never when we are dealing with the children, we may be forced, or we may have undergone experiences saying that by others. saying that we don't know this, we don't know that. But that kind of approach should not be towards the children you are teaching, because you may be dealing with children of different languages. So they may have language confusion. You should choose, you should understand that they may not be understanding your language. So you the going with the language of the children will give them more encouragement and motivation to do whatever you are asking them to do. So if my language is Malayalam, so when I am talking with the children, go with one language first. Then you develop on the next language which you want to learn, or which the children has to learn. Mixing up languages causes confusion in them. Like it may confuse them as to whether they are doing the right thing, whether they are doing whether they are saying the right thing, whether they are communicating with you properly. All this kind of communication problem, miscommunication and getting misinformation will happen if you don't go with the language of the children. So even if it's, we say that the universal language is love. So it is not the speaking ability, or it is not anything else which is important. The important language of the world is love. So when you have so much love, self love, you can impart that love to the children. So giving them enough time to process what you are saying, and giving them enough time to give output out of them is an important thing when you communicate and teach the children. Patience is very important in this, in teaching small children especially. But when you teach them patience, that they can take it forward throughout their life.
Thank you, ma'am.
So that is one thing which I wanted to know. Another thing is, like, how do is there a formal structure where the children come to, like a school or something, which you go and teach the children, or is it like homeschooling is also part of your work? Like, do you do homeschooling also after the course? I think it is to the is there a option for homeschooling for you after the course? Do you know the course details, the course content, and what all you have to do after the course? Are you well oriented about it?
No idea regarding that, ma'am.
So that is very important. So when you are doing a course, keep that orientation, what you are planning to do after the course. Maybe you have taken up the course to as a some aim or goal would have been there in your mind while taking up the course, but you may face hurdles, you may face so many problems, maybe technical, maybe operational, anything could be there, a familial. So when you have something in mind, when you do the course, apply it in yourself, apply it in around you, then slowly take it up to the society. So that will really help yourself, because you may be in a tense mode after the course. Okay, what am I supposed to do after the course? I did something like this, but how am I supposed to implement it? So take it as a way of life. So you have to take whatever you are learning through the course as a way of life. So apply it in your life, apply it around you, and then take it to others.
Okay, ma'am.
So that will calm you down also.
Actually, these girls have a certain goal, ma'am. They just come out of their comfort zone. They are just they have completed just your 50 days, and they are aiming for their career goal and also some changes in the life as an housewife. So that part is coming on. The changes is on coming on. So yes, Shweta, ma'am. I think you had shared the life part, no? What's your goal, aims, and all, right, ma'am? So that part
Yeah,
you can
ma'am.
share.
Yes, ma'am. Hello, ma'am. Myself, Shweta. and I can share something. In before 1 year back, I am starting in daycare in abroad. That time I am mingling to so many childrens, and in all childrens are not like same character, in different character. And that time I am realized we want more patience. So patience is very important in our teaching profession. And in childhood, my passion is teaching, but in some family issues, I did not got it. And now I am very confident. I can do. Yeah, I am become a good teacher. I can do anything. That is the main reason is I am joining this NCDC Montessori, and all are very supportive, and our faculty Sherry ma'am is very giving boost energy one by one day, and my old friends are very supporting, and yeah, now my not only me, my old friends are only saying we can do, we can do. That's the main thing, ma'am.
You have said it correctly, because Sharon is actually motivating me also. So Sharon is acting as a motivator for me also, because I have so many I have faced so many problems, and I've come out of so many hurdles, but still it's going on. Maybe it's an internal problem, like my way of thinking is different from others' thing, and I haven't got like-minded people to share my thoughts. So that is the main reason which I am facing all kinds of problems. So when Sharon sends a message, there is a program to attend, or there is some discussion going on. All this is like a kind of a motivation for me also to give whatever is inside as an output to others, which may help like others also to come out of their shell. So one of the problems which we ladies face is we go through so many physiological changes. So after like after having one kid or after having two kids, we tend to restrict ourselves to our comfort zone, or maybe a room, or maybe our house, wherever we are. And we are not supported by our family members, or we are not supported by the society around us. We restrict our thoughts, we restrict, but what is actually inside us will be more creative than those who are actually outshining us. So we don't know the hidden potential in us. We should bring out the hidden potential in us, even though we may face so many hurdles and for so many difficulties. So it's very good if you keep a companion, like a companion which have like mindedness, and whom you can share your thoughts with. Mostly your husbands will have a different opinion about what you are doing. So having a female friend, or a, because I'm saying a female friend because it is because of the societal norms we have to go through. So having a female friend, or having a partner who can share your problems, whom you can share your ideas, will always be a support to you to move on in your life. So career, first we may have we may be pulled down because we may be more career oriented. We may be thinking that we have not reached what we were planning to. Like we were planning as a child we were planning to reach. We wanted to achieve so many things, but we haven't achieved anything. So such kind of thoughts may happen like when we are in a group, or when we are in a family. So when you share your thoughts with like-minded people, you may come out of your shell yourself. So don't restrict your thoughts inside you. Give output. Give output. Maybe not as speaking, or not as as to show anyone else, but to satisfy yourself, to so that you be at patience, you be at peace. Then only the others, or those who are around you, will come slowly to you, and you can be the guide and the leader. When you are at peace, others seem to be, others seem to find peace in you, and they may feel that need to talk to you, or need for a support from you. All supports are not financial, so financial support is the last thing which should come to your mind when you have an aim. So if you are aiming to be a teacher teaching one child, you take up one child you are going to teach, and you think, okay, maybe I'll get the financial support for myself by teaching the child. Never go by that notion. You should first think like why you have taken up the child. Not I have not you should be clear in your mind that I have taken up the child to teach the child, not for the financial reason, but for myself to develop and for the good of the child. Slowly that financial support will come with your dedication and with your commitment when others see that in you. So I think most of you are were housewives, I think so. So I think so. I am not sure, but if you are housewives, I think first you should be at peace with yourself, dealing with your children, dealing with your family, and then when if they are forcing you too much to be what you are not. The family may not want you to be a teacher, or may not want you to be at home at your comfort place. They may need you to go out for work, but you should fight it out in yourself. You should be able to stand in front of your family members, or whoever is against your thoughts or ideas, standing up and saying that this is what I want to do, and this is what I am doing. You shouldn't be you should be understanding what I am going through, and that kind of courage should be developed inside you if you are facing difficulties inside your niche, because a niche is very important for any person. Don't you think so? A shade, always a shade is needed for a person, whether you are you are a well-known person, or whether you are a housewife. That is not a problem at all. Everyone needs a niche. It may be a very small space, it may be a room, or it may be a corner of the room. Doesn't matter. You need it. So when you need that space, when you need that breathing, when you need to breathe out, when you need to pour out your thoughts and emotions, you should come out of it, do it, be at peace, and then come back to whatever you were aiming to do. So I wish all of you, all the best. I think Sharon can give my number also if anyone wants to talk, because I was never a talkative person. I'll tell you one thing. I was never a talkative person. I was a very quiet person, doesn't talk to anyone. I'm more into listening. I listen to everyone. I listen to all the orders around me. I listen to, I do whatever others want me to do. That was the kind of person in me. But at the point, I think when we are in a family, when we have our own children, but that kind of order obeying won't happen. It's impossible for us. What then we tend to think, then we tend to stand up for ourselves and think, okay, we have done all these in our years. Maybe we should find a space for ourselves, and we should find something which we can give as a person. So that kind of thought should develop in you also. So now I've become a very talkative person. Now I want to share my thoughts, my experiences, my emotions. If somebody wants to talk to me, I always have a lending ears. So I think Sharon can give my number to anyone. I can motivate them, no problem. Language is not an issue. If English is a problem for someone, Malayalam, Tamil, or Hindi can be the medium of communication, or mixed, as the new trend is in like English and Manglish and everything. So
Yes.
that kind of communication can also be possible.
Yeah. Actually, let me add some more point about Adira ma'am. Means when I met her, I thought she is not mingling with. This has she mentioned that she is not that much strong. Then when we had that mingle part, I came to know there is a spark in her. Means something to support others, something to help others. That spark is in her eyes and spirit. That's why I used to call her Adira ma'am. There is a webinar. Can you hold it? I can, because she used to do such things, inspiring awareness regarding the different diseases. Even in Doordarshan channel also, isn't it, ma'am? Samuhya Padyam. Yeah,
Yes, yes.
such programs also she used to do that. And she's the prominent person, and by her talk, we all will get inspiration. Why? Because I think she's the best person to show you as an example. Because whenever a person telling you something, it is from bottom of the heart. It is from the experiences. So you ladies, you are all from a shell. So you are going to become an extraordinary person or something to be achieved in your life. So you need to get an idea how to do that. How a person is coming out of. Here is the best example, Adira. I can show you as a best example. Thank you, Adira ma'am. Very nice. Super, ma'am.
Thank you, Sharon. Actually, thank you, Sharon, and thank you, teachers, all your budding teachers, for motivating me also, because I was sleeping in my couch for the past, my thoughts were sleeping. Me as physically I was sleeping. So this is like a motivation for me also to give output whatever is there inside me. So I think Sharon can provide the number. I don't have a problem in talking to anyone. So Sharon can provide the number if anyone wants any kind of, communication or encouragement or motivation. Language is also not a problem. I'll find out the language and talk to them in that language. So that is all. Thank you, Sharon.
Thank you for your support.
And
So-
thank you, Sudha ma'am. Sudha ma'am, I think I am meeting for the first time. She is the NCDC
Senior faculty and the evaluator.
senior
And
faculty
she's
and
also
evaluator.
one of my guru. She's the first person who changed my life.
Okay. So I am, I'm very happy to have met her also. Whatever she told is very valid. I think she told so many points which to come out of your shell. What all you have to do. This one point which she mentioned is the physical and the mental health which teachers should have to deal with the children. That is very important. So when we say physical and mental health, we what as housewives, what are, or as women, when we face a problem, we always try to suppress it. So you all don't suppress it. If you can, you come out of it. You don't need to go to a doctor to doctor for consultation. You can sort it out. You can clear it out among yourself, among your acquaintances, and get a clarity of yourself, both physical and mental. And the third type of health is emotional health. So emotional health is very important. Emotional health is dealing with your emotions. There may be excitements, there may be depressions, there may be sadness, there may be so many complex type of emotions which are going through your mind. So such kind of emotional hygiene, you should be clear on what you are dealing with. That emotional clarity should be there when you are dealing with the children. You shouldn't be pulled down from your aim. But when when you focus and go towards a goal, there will be a kind of frustration or irritation that you're not able to achieve your goal or aim. So stop it at that point. When you are feeling frustrated and irritated, don't go forward. Clear it out inside you, and then only take it up again. So that kind of emotional clarity should be there in you. Okay, so thank you. If anyone else want to ask anything, they can ask. If they want anything, kind of personal questions are also welcome, no problem.
Ladies, you are getting the chance. Please admit it.
Ma'am, can I ask something? It's not personal, ma'am. It's like my personal issue. How to overcome this fear, ma'am? Fear for everything.
Fear for everything. Like what is, you find out what you're fearing. What are you fearing?
Actually, I fear for the failing. All the part. Actually, to
Fail
be
in
honest,
exams? Fail in
uh,
exams?
I think it was from the childhood, maybe from our parents. I've got this tendency to, if we have to be successful in that, then only we can achieve something. So it was in the mind. So still there is something, some shadows are still there in the mind. So whenever I'm doing something, I am always conscious to, to be perfect. That's actually a problem. It's getting me stressed all.
Perfectionism is a very big problem. So I'll give you an example. When you're sleeping in a room, in your room, your comfort. I mean, there is a room for you, and you're sleeping in your room. Do you clean it every day? Do you want to clean it every day? You want to clean it every day, but for
Yes.
me, it's not like that. You don't clean it every day. Try not cleaning it every day. You know why? Because we are not perfect ourselves. Then or nobody is perfect around us. How can anyone say that you are not perfect if they are not perfect themselves? So nobody can say judge you like that, saying that you are not perfect. You can tell it back that even they are not the perfect. So as a person, I'll tell you, I don't want to clean my room every day. Even if somebody tells me, somebody or my mother or my father or somebody comes and tells how unclean your room is, how untidy your room is, you should be able to say, I like to be in an untidy situation, or I like to be in an unclean situation also. That is also a possibility. You cannot always be in a clean tidy situation everywhere. Can you be?
No.
You have
No,
to.
no, no,
No,
ma'am.
when you're traveling, you cannot be in a clean tidy situation. When you're outside your comfort zone, you cannot be in a situation. There will be so many, that is one of the external things which I'm saying. So if somebody comes and say, you should be able to say the reason why you are in an unclean untidy place. You should be saying, I find comfort in cleanliness and untidiness also, but without affecting others. Is it affecting you in any way? You should be asking, to the person who is concerned. Maybe if it's a concerned person that we are sick and we are something like that, then you should be responding. But otherwise, you should be asking this question: is it affecting you in any way? It is not. I am comfortable in my zone. That kind of peace you should develop. So that is the same way with perfectionism. You cannot be perfect at all. I mean, complete perfectionism is not possible. How is it possible? You are going in a very regular okay, just imagine we are in a system. Everything is happening very properly, very rigidly, diligently. Everything is happening, and suddenly a disaster happens. So you don't know how to manage it. So always, create in yourself a disaster. Try to manage it yourself. Then you won't be, having a problem when you face a real disaster. So try living in an unclean, untidy situation. Or you know what? Try fighting with your children. Have you fought with your children? I always fight with my children. Try fighting with your children. Yeah. Try fighting with your children. Then come out of it. Then that love will come. Then when there is real fight, you can tell them that you can find out the reasons of that fight, or you can find out why that frustration or irritation has come, and then deal with it. So always, try to create that. So if you are facing a you attend mock exams or attend real exams, which is not your aim. Okay, I have done such situations. Like I have went and wrote exams which I don't need at all. I don't need that exam, but I wrote that exam just to overcome that fear. Let me fail in that exam, no problem. Let me win that exam, no problem. So consider everything like that. Then when you come to that real situation, you will not face that fear. At least you will be confident in whatever you know and whatever you are.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, actually, I have one doubt, ma'am.
Okay.
You know, before that joining my class, I just always doing cleaning my home. So always I want to clean my home for every time. So after this joining this course, right, I don't have that much time, ma'am. So I got little tensions also. If the children are playing or separate these toys and everywhere, so I don't have that much time. And you know, now I'm not interested to cleaning also, because I want to do prove myself something. I want to create for new things for daily. So I don't interest to clean myself. And you know, I don't want to any maid also. I don't like to maid also. So that time, this time, I got little tension, ma'am. Then I don't know how to overcome this one. So can
I
you?
think you should let alone that course part. You should be clear. You know,
Yes.
daily course part should be clear. Just if you waking up, brushing your teeth, washing your face, or taking bath. If you are taking bath, there are people who don't take bath every day. So or is not possible also. There are, like in outskirts and all that, when there is no water, there is drought. It's not possible also. So clearing your course as fast as possible, and then concentrating on your whatever you want to do is what you should be focusing on. So don't take cleaning as an obsession. It has become an obsession for you that if it's not clean, something is going to happen. If it's not clean, or if it's clean also, that thing which is going to happen will happen if it has to happen. So what you have to do is come out of that obsessions you have. Some people have a problem. If like I had a problem, I am very confused when I go out. If am I wearing the right dress? Am I wearing the right kind of? Am I appropriate for the society? That kind of feeling you will have. Come out of all that. Just imagine, what if you don't have the proper dress to wear for a function, or for something to attend. If you don't have a dress, you go in whatever dress you want, or don't attend. What is the big deal in that? That's the kind of feeling you have to come out of. Then there are some other obsessions. There are persons, even my son is very 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 obsessed about cleaning. He wants everything clean around. He doesn't want me to even me to touch him. So it is such kind of obsessions are there in people. So what you have to do is you have to complete your course first. Course means getting up, cleaning yourself in whatever way, maybe just wiping yourself, or changing your dress, or then brushing your teeth. All those chores you finish. And then if you have to if you are concerned about your family members, or if you have to look after your family members, if there is cooking to be done, if that kind of course, that also you finish. And then don't think of anything. That day is clear. Then you keep a day. Another way is keep a day. Keep a day for cleaning. So you just think, so today I'll be cleaning. Mondays are for cleaning, or Saturdays are for cleaning. Cleaning means you break up your cleaning part also. Saturdays are for floor cleaning. Sundays are for bathroom cleaning. Then the whole weekday I won't be cleaning. Whatever happens, I am not going to clean. That is the kind of decision you have to take. Whatever, even what I do is I do a round of cleaning. There'll be hair around, there'll be spillovers of food, there'll be so many things. I am not concerned. I can't clean. I am not, I'm not going to clean it. Whatever happens. So that kind of decision. I mean, if you are in a situation where you have to clean, maybe you can, but otherwise, keep it, it's your place, it's your world, it's your area. So you should be the master of that place. So you decide, I'm not going to clean, don't clean. You keep days for cleaning, keep days, that's all.
Thank you, ma'am. Actually, last 10 years, I just sat in my sofa, simply sitting a very comfort zone. So now I'm just started my classes, right? So I was very interested to do all activities and everything. That's why my mind is a full tension. That's why I'm asking this question, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am.
I'm also very obsessed. I was very obsessive about cleaning, but when I, joined college after my during my MBBS period, I came out of that obsession, because you will be, seeing people around you who are not obsessed. Then you will be thinking, why am I obsessed? Am I obsessed? They are also doing the same thing. They are having more time because they don't have this obsession. So that kind of feeling should be there, and that kind of observation made me come out of that feeling. So I think, that kind of adaptation and change should happen in your thoughts and in your doing.
Thank you, ma'am.
Ma'am.
Yes, Neena, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, I have one doubt. Adra, ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am, how to overcome the fear of being judged? I'm always afraid of how other people think, why if I'm asking something, or what's other people's opinion. How to overcome that fear of being judgmental? That fear, how to overcome?
Yeah.
What are the steps?
For that, you should be understanding your incapabilities, or what is the weaknesses you have. You should identify in yourself. Okay, sometimes the weaknesses you identify may not be seen as a weakness in you by others, and sometimes what you see as a strength in you will be a weakness for others. So you should understand what those weaknesses you have identified in yourself, and what are those weaknesses others have identified in you, and then work on it. So for example, if I say language, okay, one person is saying, okay, you don't know how to speak at all. Okay, this goes on and on and on, and you create in yourself that feeling that, okay, I'm not good at all at speaking. But that is not the way it should be. You have that you have identified that I have a language problem in myself. You have already identified it as a weakness. So whenever the other person is trying to judge you or assess you, saying that your language is bad, you know that, okay, that is my weakness. I know that my language is bad. That is my weakness. Thank you for, you should not say it out. That would be like, disrespect or outrageous. But thank you. You should be inside. You should be thanking that person that he or she has identified my language problem as a weakness. Okay. So you find out your weaknesses, you find out your incapabilities, and work on it.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. I have a doubt, like overthinking, ma'am. Like I always overthink about something. Like if it is happening on the next week, I will think about now itself. If my husband says something, if he said me in the positive way, sometimes I will think, why he say like that? He mean like that, or he don't mean like that? I have many questions on me, so I literally want to avoid that. How to overcome that problem, ma'am?
That is one thing. When this happens, when a person whom you are closely associated with, or you are very emotionally attached with, if you are emotionally attached with a person, and then whatever kind of judgment or whatever kind of opinion he or she has about you and is communicated to you, you will be concerned. If a person from the if a colleague tells you that this thing is not good in you, okay, you should change, you may not think too much about it. You will be thinking that, yes, I am like this, maybe a bit of change will help them and help myself. That is and you will clear it out there. But when a person whom you are emotionally attached with keeps on saying things about you, you may go on thinking. That is a natural way, the natural thing. So what you should be doing is, what you should be thinking, change the content of what the thoughts. Like if somebody has told you like okay, maybe the way you behave there is not good, okay, and then you'll be thinking, what is the way, what was the behavior, what is it, what should, now for next time how am I supposed to behave, all this kind of thoughts will go on. So what you should do is ask the person directly, what was the problem in my behavior, get it out of that person, what was the problem in my behavior there,
Okay,
then only you can work on it. How can you work on it? How can you work on your behavior next time if that person doesn't tell you, right? If that person is not ready to tell you what the problem was, then leave it. That is his or her problem, not your problem. Because he or she who has commended doesn't know for themselves what the problem was. Otherwise, they would have told you, right? So just leave it. But if they tell you specifically, this was the problem which happened, this is not the way which should have been, it should have been gone, that kind of thing, if the person is telling you, then you change.
okay,
That
ma'am.
is, yeah.
I will try it on. Definitely, I wanted to try it.
And if it goes on and on and on, change it to some other hobbies you have, maybe listening to music, or not caring about on developing. I mean, if you feel that the person has commended in a way, but you are not willing to change, you're not
Okay.
willing to change because you want to be like what you are, then don't think about it at all. Go for hobbies like listening to music, reading books, all those kind of, and develop on yourself. And
Okay, ma'am.
what I told before is very important. Find a person whom you can share your
Open
thoughts.
up our mind.
Open up. You don't rest. If you feel that you are not able to manage your thoughts and emotions by yourself, let it out to some person whom you can confide in.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your answer.
Is there anyone to clear out your doubt?
So, myself, Sitara ma'am, Adira ma'am, thank you for being with us and talking all these good thoughts, and we can develop from that. So, as from your talks, I understood that we are going to be a teacher, and we are just we'll have so many responsibilities. Before it was not like that, because we are at home, we are at our comfort zone, and that's at home the rules are ours, right? So we are the rulers, and we have certain rules. Sometimes we'll do that, otherwise we don't do that. But I think if we are getting to a profession, there is a set of responsibility we have to follow. So thinking about all that things, I'm getting little nervous, because how should I be able to do everything in the proper way? Or I'm a very family person, because I can't live without my family. Like I can't give more priority on me, and just half priority my family. I'm like such a person. So I'm very nervous about that. How will I able to handle all these future things in like that? So then I'm thinking, like I'm not a you already said that you are not a talkative person. Same like that, I'm also not a talkative person in front of others. Actually, I used to talk myself whenever when I'm in kitchen or I'm doing something. I used to talk with myself, and about my future, about my regrets and everything. But nowadays I'm getting chance to explore new things, and I'm talking much easy to everyone. And so I think experience will make us more confident. And I'm looking forward to my future to get more good experience, and to get more confidence also. So one thing I feel is more consciousness. I always be the victim of more consciousness. When I prepare so many things, so I'll be very conscious and I'll be like, I will do something a mistake in that. So how to overcome that over conscious, ma'am? That is
So,
my
so that
small.
is one thing. Yeah, it's a very good point, because when you are conscious about yourself, all your weaknesses come out. You'll be thinking like, okay, I don't know how to do this, I don't know how to do that, and everything comes out in a very bad way. But when you're not conscious at all, when you're not self-conscious at all, what all you have gone through or what all experiences you have gone through, that which is present in your subconscious mind will come out, will flow out.
Yeah.
So that is where you should be focusing on. So especially when you are dealing with children, and you are attending a course, it's a way, take it as a way of, when you take it as a way of life, apply it in your life, and then pour it out into the society, then it will come out naturally. Otherwise it will always be a forcefulness to the person, or forcefulness to the work you are doing. So if you have kept the aim, okay, I'll tell you. So today I have kept an aim, 5 aims I have kept. I'll go out, buy groceries, I'll go out and I'll talk to my children, I'll teach some subject for my children. Then I'm talking about our personal life, not the way of teaching. So I'll teach this subject to my child, or I should be talking out some problems with my friend. So fifth problem, maybe there are some things to be corrected in your house. So 5 things you think today I'll have to do it. Then when you keep that time limit, and when you keep that time boundness, and when you have that, then you develop that kind of frustration and irritation when it is not done. But still you keep it, you don't stray, you keep it. You know that, yeah, today I have kept for 5 aims I have kept, but 3 I have achieved, 3 I have done, 2 I haven't done. It's okay, it's not time. Even if it's time bound, you have come out of that feeling that you have done something wrong without doing it. So you have come out of that feeling of time boundness, right? So when you have to give yourself, when you have to give that output, whatever you have inside you, you should be always in that free mode. You should be you should be out of your all the pressures around you. You should be out of all the you should be not thinking about your weaknesses. You should be not emotional about things. You should not keep time if like Sharon had told me, you should talk for 45 minutes. I was thinking, what am I supposed to talk for 45 minutes? My God. Because we have attended functions, we have attended inaugural functions, we have attended so many functions. Haven't we got bored hearing 45 minutes of speech, formal speech? We have in many situations we would have thought, what is this person talking? I have no idea what she or he is talking. 45 minutes of formally talking, what is it? So even if Sharon told me you should talk for 45 minutes, I kept it for just 10 minutes. I know nobody would listen more than a formal speech more than 10 minutes. So that kind of adaptability, and that kind of the way you change things, even if you are, you have been told for an exam, you should write 150 words. So do you limit 150 words? Some don't. They go on writing and writing and writing, and they get good marks. Okay, so that kind of conditions or criteria you should come out of.
Yeah.
Keep self criterias. keep self conditions. Try getting out of it. Then you will have that, pouring out of your like whatever work or whatever emotions you have to give out. Otherwise, you will be restricted in your thoughts. You will be restricted in others' conditions and others' criteria, and you will be thinking, okay, I have to write 5 pages. What am I supposed to write for 5 pages? So these are examples which I'm taking, like in our commonly we may be facing with the children. So when you teach the children, if you are telling them write 5 pages on this topic, don't let them write 5 pages. Means don't restrict them with 5 pages, let them write, go on writing. Or some may be thought restricted, they may write only 2 pages. So then you understand that that child is having a thought constriction or thought crunch. So do whatever you are intending to do on others, or what you are aiming to do on others, to yourself, and come out of that. So give self punishments. That's what. Give yourself punishments. Come out of those punishments. Come out of it. Find out why you gave yourself that punishment. Find out the reasons behind it. Find out all the factors which are associated with that punishment, and then you understand yourself why that punishment. And then when you deal with the child, you will understand whether a punishment is needed or not. Why a punishment for that child? That kind of change in thought will occur in you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. I think I should, when I get more experiences, automatically everything will be fine, and everything, I hope everything will be fine. Thank you so much thank you so much, ma'am.
Yes, Adira ma'am.
Hi.
Yeah, myself Roisha. I am the parent of 3. My elder son is not listening at me, and whenever the naughty things he is doing, younger kids also learning from him. So I always shouting at him only, like because of you only they are learning these type of things. But nowadays he is thinking like always mama is scolding me only, like that. And nowadays I have joined, after joining this course, I was busy with my works, I'm not listening to them. So nowadays he is being worst, he's not listening at me, and he's in his own way. So I think like this is the 10 months period only. After that, I can make him understand like that. But I have a guilt feel, like I am regretting about if in this 10 months period he may become more worst. So what should I do? How to make him understand about my course, and how I manage these things? I don't know.
I think you should be understanding like what problems you're finding out in your child. Like what is the negative thing you are finding in that child?
He's not studying and listening at me. So other kids also following like that.
He's not listening to you. That is one thing. You shouldn't be a you shouldn't be a mother who's forcing your ideas on your child, or what. It is not. There may be some regular stuff to be done in school, right? So there may be some homeworks to be done, or something to be learned, and classwork, test paper, some kind of things. Those are very, very minute things. Don't keep scolding them for that. Leave it at that. If the child is not finding a guide in you, you first be a mother for the child. Just leave the child. Just say, okay, if you don't do your work, or if you don't do your classwork, I am not at stake. You tell, I am not the one at stake. You are the person who will be at stake. Okay, he will get the scolding from the teacher, or he will be out of the school. So that kind of feeling should be given. So first, what you need is give that motherly feeling to them first. You ask them, why are you not writing? Why are you, don't keep ordering them. So your children are not your errand people. Sanam can like those who's you're not bringing up your child to be a servant of you, is it? No, right? You're bringing up your child to be to remain your child and not to cause a problem for others and fare themselves in life. That is what you are intending out of your child. So be a mother to your child first, then go on, ask them why they are not listening. Why I had told you to do this, why didn't you do that? If the child has a reason why the child did not do that, he or she will tell it out. If so you must have told them, go do that. So that kind of tone itself may not have been good to their ears. They won't do it. So if you can elicit why, the reason why the child did not respond to you or listen to you, then you correct yourself. Then a mother is like should be like a earthly person. She should be, a mother can only, go to a level such that the like go to whatever extent to protect, to be with the child, to protect their child. So that kind of bonding is only with the mother. Everywhere throughout the world it is like that. Ask your child why he is not listening. Is it because what you said is not compatible with your idea, or you want to do it in another way, or you don't want to do it at all because of some reason which he or she has observed? So find why he is not listening to you, and then if you can correct it yourself, correct it in yourself, and then go to the child, and then change whatever you wanted to say, or change the way you whatever change the mode or way you said it to the child, or change the content, or change the information what you wanted to pass on to the child. So that kind of adaptation and that kind of compatibility if developed with the child, you will be fine with the child. So if the elder and the younger child is going in a compatible way, that means you have not come to the child level. They have developed a friendship and understanding among themselves. So leave it like that. If you have something, if you observe something bad in them, or something which is not acceptable in them, then try telling it out to them. They'll find it out themselves, and then they'll correct it.
I will come from the mom level to the
Yeah,
kids level. Then I will be.
you be a child to them.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you so
Don't
much.
be the mom and the mom and the with the stick. Don't be like that. Be the child. You be the child.
Okay.
You play with them. You see what they are playing or what they are doing, and try doing that. That kind of child. You'll find the child in you when you are with it. Find the child in you when you are with your children.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Can we have some music? I think
Yeah.
all are waiting for some music. So,
Yes.
music committee, are you guys
Yeah.
ready?
Guys, are
Yes.
you ready? Music committee?
Yes. Okay, I will sing one song. अगलावा मजबूरी नु आन जान दे पसूरी नु जहर बने हाँ तेरी पी जवा में पूरी नु आना से यो नहीं आया दिल बांग बांग मेरा टकराया कागा बोलुक तस जावे
पावाधीनो चिउरिनो रवातो जवातो होनो लगाव कोई मैनो ना रोके बोल के नहीं यारी दिल खबर में होवे आ जावे दिल तेरा पूरा भी ना होवे.
Which is
Thank
the
you.
language? Which is the language?
Arabic.
It is not Arabic.
Punjabi.
Punjabi. Yes.
Nice.
Thank you, ma'am.
I think you another thing you should you all should learn is some folk songs and whatever talent. Some may not be into songs. Maybe folk songs, folklores are there, folk stories, then folk dances are there. Then there may be so many conservative treatment methods, like when the child is sick, there may be so many conservative methods of treating the child. When you are well versed with all those methods in your area when dealing with the child, or finding it out from the family members, you'll be more in position with the situation. So otherwise you will go astray. You may not find yourself a position in their space. So this is a very nice way of finding yourself, identifying yourself among those who are completely strangers to you. I liked it. Even I like, I don't like the regular regional regular language songs. We always here it's Malayalam, Hindi, Tamil, and these are the languages which are songs which are heard more. But there are actually hidden languages which need to be explored more. That will actually help you find out those children who are marginalized, who have not come out. Make them also part of your goal.
Thank you for the tip,
Yes.
ma'am.
Yes, Arya ma'am. Next.
We can, Sharon ma'am, we can conclude or.
Thank you, Adira ma'am. They will provide, these girls will provide you the vote of thanks. But before that, let me express my gratitude towards you. And let me add some more point regarding that. Means most of them are getting confused regarding the course part. Means if they are taking the course, will it affect the family? Will it affect the kids' education? Something like that. Thing is that for the past years, we are following the same route, something that's continuously the same. But on a sudden, there is a change. You are bringing a change in you. So others are not accepting it because you are always available for them. You are not thinking about yourself. You have something to achieve. You are always serving for others. Even after the marriage, our India part is different. We are having the family, husband, other in-laws, means such things. But on a sudden, you think about yourself. You had a made a change. That's why you taken a course. You need to do something else. So for every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. We can say that. So first thing, think about the benefit you are getting. If you spend this 10 months, if you spend hard work for that, what is the benefit you are getting for a life goal? For a short term, you may get depressed or you may lose the happiness. But think for the long term. Think for the long term happiness. That is the part I would like to share, because I am also had undergone such experience. Even when I take the courses, I had faced a lot of problems, difficulties. How to raise my kids, how to make comfort with my in-laws, my family, husband, everything. But after getting the job, after the course, everything has changed. I also become independent, financially supporting the family. They came to know, yes, you are right. So that's the part we need to come back. So all your thinking part need to be changed. You have to pamper, you have to talk to your family that something is going to change yourself. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, Sharon ma'am. Okay, now I am inviting Sitara ma'am to present a vote of thanks.
Thank you, Naga ma'am. Hello, everyone. A warm and graceful thank you to our Honorable Chief Guest, Dr. Atira Krishna, ma'am, and heartfelt thanks to Mr. Baba Alexander, sir, and our evaluator, Sudha, ma'am, and our faculty, Shirin, ma'am. It's my privilege to propose a vote of thanks and acknowledge the contribution of those who worked really hard to make this event possible. On behalf of 76th batch of NCDC, I extend a hearty vote of thanks to our chief guest who spared time from their busy schedule to grace the occasion. And today we had an opportunity to hear your thoughts, and this will surely encourage us in our future. Wishing you all good luck, and thank you so much for joining with us.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Sitara, ma'am. And I would like to call Majuda, ma'am. And this is the end of this inaugural ceremony. And she would present the NCDC anthem. So
Please,
I welcome
everyone.
Majuda.
Yeah, I'm here. Please, everyone, stand up. NCDC, NCDC invites you. You can join with us. You must be happy with us. Change your life with us. Speak English fluently with us. Find out talent with us. Celebrate your freedom with us. Fulfill your goal with us. Conquer the world with us. And conquer the world with us.
Thank you, ma'am. Once again, we are thankful for Adira, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am, for your wonderful speech and everything. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you
Thank
all.
you, Adira, ma'am.
Thank you all for your patient listening.
Thank you, ma'am.
So we can officially, we got officially inaugurated our batch 76 after 3 days. Yes, thank you very much, Adira, ma'am. So it's the time for the winding up the section. Thank you all.